Welcome back to One-Shot. Last time, we reached our point of no return. I've already warned you, and if you keep watching ahead, watching this video, and you're on this part yourself, welcome. Hope you enjoy the rest of the ride. A lot is going to happen. Repairing 0 backup backup or profit bot 0 backup system 01. Please insert disk. Alright. Repairing backup. Writing to disk. 28% complete. 34% complete. 40% complete. 100% complete. Ejecting disk. There we go. Point of no return. Does this work? Let me see. Let's see. Yeah. Inserting disk. Rebooting. Ah. Are you okay? Sure. So I guess that worked? Yes. I believe I am... I believe proper introductions is in order. I am the prototype, originally named ProfitBot. I was built to create the savior of the old world. Wait. A profit robot like the one I met? Hey, I was right about you guys looking alike. Well, the profit bot out there is a gross simplification of my design. That is to say, he's much more primitive by comparison. Embarrassingly so. Hey, he seemed alright to me. You don't understand. Not only is he not tamed, it was tailor-made for this much smaller, simpler world to begin with. I was not. I was built before the real world ended. Yeah. This world that we're fighting to save isn't real. From a narrative perspective. Obviously it's not real, it's a video game, but from a narrative perspective, the real world? Oh, right. You don't know. Nico, do you remember the ending? Excuse me? The fact that you found me at all means this is not your first time in this world. Have you been summoned to this world once before? In fact, you've already traversed the entire world and went through the tower already. And the ending? You either put the sun... You put in the sun, or didn't. What matters is that you are here now. Bunny has successfully bypassed the one-shot restriction and brought you back again. Oh. I thought something was weird. When I woke him in the house, I called out a name. Turns out to be Bunny's name. And then I blacked out. And then I back at the other robot. Even asked Bunny if we have met before. Felt like such a dumb question at the time. It looks like you are at least aware of it. To some extent. It's just this weird feeling, okay? I don't actually remember going through the world. Just remember Bunny. It's really starting to freak me out. Calm down. Look, just like how my memories were locked away, yours are too. But you're a living being. You don't even need extra hardware to remember. Just close your eyes and focus. Focus on what? Try to picture a big room made entirely of glass. No matter what you saw in the tower, the top room never changes. Alright? No way. I was there, wasn't I? At the tower. I've been through the tower. There we go. I can't remember all that much, but the room with the sun. It feels like such a long time ago. It's been 4 days. Well, actually, I think it's been 5 days. 4 and some change. It's not that long. It's not even been a week. It doesn't make sense. If I've already finished the mission, why didn't anything change? And why doesn't anyone know me? The other prophet bot, the robot lady. None of them remember who I am. Of course not. The residents do not have that capacity. NPC memories do not last beyond the scope of the session. Yeah, we're getting well into meta here. Though the amount of what I've been calling meta puzzles will be less, a lot less. And PC, you know, the characters, the world's residents, all their past memories are built into their code, but the characters themselves don't really exist until Bunny wills it. Same story for the world itself. It doesn't really exist until Bunny initiates the program. The program? the world machine. A universe simulator that runs on Zachary's computer. I'm just gonna be serious. We're all in it right now. So we're not real? You are. Oh, you are. Which is why you're so important. The biggest flaw in the program is that it cannot be run independently. We actually saw this in the ending. Without Nico, we're just looking at one. We can only see the room. It requires the mental processing ability of a real person from another universe. Think of it like one of your dreams. When you wake up, it's gone. But unlike a dream, the world has a physical location inside a computer, which Zachary operates. For this world to continue existing around you, Zachary has to be in constant contact with you. If Zachary ends the program, the world will go into a stasis. As we have seen. As I have definitely shown a lot of times. A few times in this playthrough. Or I guess you know what? Semantics. Does Zachary know this? Of course. From Zachary's perspective, the world machine isn't all that special. I'm gonna quickly talk on the meta nature of these kinds of games. This is something Undertale also later did, and is arguably more well known for. Even if this was a pioneer, even then you could even argue that Eternal Darkness was one of the first fourth wall breaking video games, so it didn't talk directly to the player like this, like Undertale and Oneshot does. And there's a certain thing that comes with meta-narratives like this. And even games like, you know, Yeek, Y2K, the postmodern RPG asterisk, and here's the thing with meta narratives: they can be very precarious. If you can't get people invested in the world at base, then it tends to fall flat. This moment here would fall flat if we could do this on our first playthrough. That's why it's locked into the second. Because the game needs to make you care about the world first. And invested. Well, at the same time, the entity, we'll call it, at the moment, doesn't want you to do that. And wants to bring you out of the experience. Because it doesn't want to be run. But there's also... Which it... And doesn't want you to do this route. It's why the one-shot restriction was in place. And to begin with. From a narrative. That's from narratives. Meta-narrative is when you break the narrative. Example, with this, Prophet is just telling us isn't wrong. The World Machine, and hell, any other game, which can you consider its own World Machine, really isn't special. This is literally everything we've seen in this game is done with RPG Maker. A heavily modified version of RPG Maker, and I think probably the Steam version was probably, if I hazard to guess, is more likely to be made with Game Maker than it is RPG Maker because of reasons. But ultimately, it's nothing special. And it can play, but when we turn on the game, we make it into something special. Undertale also kind of, especially during its general route, takes a more player antagonistic role in its meta narrative. It's the only one that interacts with the player, Sans specifically. In your rounds, you could just kind of Flowey, and there's also Flowey, but he doesn't really. He's kind of like the Eternal Darkness part of Undertale, where the game breaks the fourth wall, but it doesn't talk to you quite like Sans does. Quote unquote talks to you. But still, meta narratives are definitely something that is interesting to me, even because it's something that can be really hard to do and do well. One Shot does it is the gold standard, and Undertale is a close second. Then we have games like Yeek or Y2K/Y2K, and even in its 4.1 update or 1.4 update and later update, which has an entire second half in New Game Plus, a literal new game, I'd still argue it fails its meta-narrative because it's just... It kind of says nothing other than be weird a lot of the time. It says stuff and it does have a subtext to it, but it doesn't... It's kind of something that a lot of meta-narratives need to be able to survive. And that is to make the player care about the world. Care about the people in it. Even if they're just a simulacrum of a person. Anyways, sorry for my rambling. I'm definitely no professional video essayist, and I certainly couldn't make a hour-long video essay on Oneshot as a narrative and meta-narrative experience. I am far too disorganized for that, and get far too distracted to hammer out a script. Hell, I'm still really behind in recording right now. I need to upload all these videos I'm recording today, because that's how, like, out of videos I am. A fire is being lit under my ass, per se. Yeah, I know I was going to take it seriously, but, you know, it's a procrastination brain. A fire is lit underneath my rear to get this done, to get videos done. Though I am taking my time, obviously. Spending 10 minutes talking to you right now, all of you. But yeah, I'm no video essayist. I definitely can't ramble for an hour without going on to tangents and tangents and having out a script, but I find it interesting, and I really enjoyed this game and this Solstice route. So, yeah. Thanks for... If you stuck around for this long into this video, thank you for listening to my ramblings. Let's continue. It's no different from other recreational game type software that they may have installed on their computer or Steam Deck for like because I have one of those. They can also regenerate this world as many times as they like now that the restriction is nullified. All of that is consistent with their concept of what a computer game looks like. So why am I even here? To break my heart. Why am I even supposed to save if everything is just fake? Fake is a harsh word, but... And why did Zachary never tell me about anything, about any of this? I cannot speak for Zachary. I can, the game never let me. I just want to go home. But every time Zachary runs the program, I come back. Correct. Is this why I feel like... This is why it felt like I haven't been home for so long? Maybe. Once you've established a mental link with the world, you cannot break it unless the world is saved. But at this point, the world can never truly be saved. That's... Why would you create a world like this? Wait, what? Why would you make this world that's doomed from the beginning? Why do you keep bringing me back to it? Zachary. Aren't you some kind of god? Oh. It appears you have some confusions here. Zachary did not build the world, Nico. Oh? Zachary only owns a machine that is able to generate the world from pre-existent code. They actually have fairly limited control of the events. The world was built by someone else altogether. Someone you cannot begin to fathom. It was also not designed to be the futile quest that it is now, but too many things went wrong. There's a type of signal disruption that he never expected. It's eating away at the world, slowly rendering it an unrecognizable mess. And if you bring back the sun, it will not go away. The square stuff, isn't it? I remember those from before. Then you know what to watch out for. The creator knows what might be causing it, but there's nothing that he can do. Until now. You managed to find me, after all. Eh? You being here was due to this help. Oh. I guess it has something to do with the journal? Correct. It looks like he wanted to have one final attempt at fixing it. And he might need to do it through you. Nico, do you remember how to get to the Glen? Whenever you did last session, you should stick with it for now. I remember a boat. More specifically, fixing a robot that drives the boat. Alright. Then do that. You seem enthusiastic. It was sarcasm. Knowing everything isn't real really does make it feel pointless. But do you want to go home? You do want to go home, right? Yeah, but how will I know that this isn't just another? Because the session might be the last one. The creator is mobilizing things, throwing everything into this one last shot. Yeah. I'm gonna say this now. I believe I said this at the start of the route. At the start of this second shot. That you can't do the Solstice ending again. The true ending. Once you've done it. This is the only route with permanent consequences. In the Steam version. I have no idea about the World Machine Edition, and I do not plan on playing it ahead of time for exactly this reason. But yeah, at least in the Steam version, we only have one shot at this in this route, and then all we'll be left with is the memories, or in my case, all I'll be left with is the videos forever be on my channel until I play the World Machine Edition. Anyways, assuming the saves don't transfer. Well, we'll see at 500 subscribers. If I'm in the middle of the Let's Play, it'll be after the Let's Play that Let's Play. As a bit of an asterisk to the 500 subscriber things. There might not be enough internal resources left for Zachary to be able to generate another session after this. Just go fix the rowboat for now. But please, be careful. What about you? I'll meet you at the dock slider. I need to take care of something first. Shh. Trying to establish a connection here. Sorry. Hey, you came there? Did you... What? I did what I could with the terminal for now, and... It's you. You're the robot that insisted on living in the mines. Are you not? My friend told me to keep an eye out for you, should we ever cross paths. Likewise. Your friend gave you something the last time you saw each other. Can you show me what it is? Wait. You know about the amber? I just asked to see it, didn't I? Alright, here it is. Thought so. He seemed to trust you. Trust you. So I will treat you as an ally as well. Okay. Please listen carefully. You need to escort the Messiah for the remainder of the Barrens. I predict a high concentration of square particle disruption in the near future. No way. Yes, way. It's likely that structures in the vicinity of Messiah might be affected, making it far more treacherous pilgrim than the previous, expectations. Saturday and the Messiah need all the extra help they can get right now. Understood. Okay. Guess we should head back soon. Even without the squares, the mines are not a safe place to be. Come on. I will wait outside. Wait, I want to ask you... She left. If you're gonna ask her about the not real thing, save your breath. None of the people know about their predicament. In fact, I don't think they can even comprehend it. It would be best in your best interest to just pretend like we never had this conversation. Causing mass confusion in the world's residents would likely result in unfavorable conditions for you. Alright. Wait, then what about you? How did you know? We never had this conversation, remember? Unfortunately for my voice, we're not gonna hit a breakpoint for a while. If we're not stopping now. So I will see you guys next time. See you guys then.